The aim of the Driving Eureka book is to teach you how to create a meaningful difference with your career, team, and organization. This is accomplished through the innovation engineering system for thinking smarter, faster, and more creatively. Now, the need to think smarter, faster, and more creatively is broadly accepted in today's fast-changing world. What is not understood, however, is how to do it. Innovation engineering teaches you and everyone you work with how to problem solve, how to discover fresh ideas, and even more importantly, how to turn them into reality more successfully. Or said more bluntly, how to find, filter, and fast-track big ideas. Innovation engineering is a new field of academic study in management science. It reimagines how change is led, managed, and delivered. It does this by applying the science of system thinking to innovation. It accelerates the creation and development of more profitable and successful products and services. However, new products and services are just 10% of the innovation opportunity. 90% of the innovation opportunity lies in the creation of ideas for working smarter in your personal and professional lives. What makes innovation engineering reliable is that it's grounded in data, backed by academic theory, and validated in real-world practice. Collectively, it's the #1 documented innovation system on Earth. Over 35,000 people have been educated in innovation engineering classes, and over $16 billion in growth and system improvement projects are in active development. Systems that enable instead of control. The word system, especially in connection with innovation, creates a vision of being controlled, constrained, and restricted. That is not the purpose of innovation engineering systems. We design and develop systems that enable innovation. Enabling innovation, instead of controlling it, increases innovation speed and decreases risk. Note, we're talking enabling, not simply empowerment. Empowerment gives people authority to change. However, this has no impact if people don't know where to innovate, why to innovate, and the all-important how to innovate. Enabling is about providing training, tools, and coaching so to make innovation practical, possible, and easy. Innovation engineering is grounded in the work of Dr. W. Edwards Deming, made famous in Japan following World War II. Dr. Deming found that 94% of problems are due to systems, 6% are caused by the worker. We've learned that it's the same with innovation. With innovation, systems include work systems, tools, and importantly, fundamental thinking systems. Dr. Deming was a tireless advocate for enabling workers to have pride of work. As he wrote, quote, "A bad system will beat a good person every time." A basic principle presumed here is that no one should be blamed or penalized for performance that he cannot govern. Violation of this principle can only lead to frustration and dissatisfaction with the job. Today, those organizations that are leading change in their industries are winning. Those that are reacting to the forces of change are losing. In the past, there was little urgency to change what we offer or how we work. It was possible to create a for-profit or nonprofit company based on an innovative service or product and to market it to the same customers for years. In the past, it was possible to succeed even with an inferior product or service in your region. The internet has changed everything. Today, customers have the ability to know more about what alternatives exist around the world. It is rare that anyone loves their existing innovation system. Despite what some may think, no one gets up in the morning and says, "I love to work in an inefficient bureaucracy." Rather, they feel they have no choice because they don't feel they can change the system. They follow the rules of the system because, frankly, they see that as less painful than trying to work outside the system. What's ironic is that many companies are addicted to cost cutting. However, there's probably no greater waste of time, waste of energy, and waste of money than the inefficiencies in existing work systems. in particular, systems for problem solving and creating fresh ideas. Instead of embracing never-ending change, change is seen as suspect and subjected to endless rounds of analysis paralysis. Upgrading an innovation system requires a flip of mindset. It requires a focus on the systems of thinking and work instead of a search for so-called creative gurus. It requires an acceptance of the basic Deming learning stated earlier, that 94% of innovation challenges lie in the system and 6% are the result of the worker. As we embarked on bringing systems thinking to the world of innovation, we made a major mistake. We assumed that everyone understood what innovation was and why it was important. Sadly, they didn't. A study we ran found that 7 out of 10 managers don't agree that there is a need for their organization to innovate. And 8 out of 10 managers saw no urgency for their organization to innovate. To address this lack of agreement and urgency to innovate, we implemented a program of beginning all of our conversations and classes with a discussion on what is innovation and why innovate. What is an innovation? The innovation engineering community's definition of innovation is precise: meaningfully unique. Meaningful in that it has obvious value to the customers. That is, the idea is so meaningful, customers would be willing to give up their existing behaviors for it. Importantly, it is also instantly understandable, as in, why should I, the customer, care? Unique. Unique in that it is a genuine original. It's a non-obvious leap that doesn't exist in the world. Often, it offers a quantifiable advantage, such as you can put a number to how much better it is versus the existing alternative, if there is one. The simple way to identify if your product or service is innovative is to ask the question, are customers willing to pay more money for it? No customer wants to pay more money for anything. If they are willing to pay a premium, then the offering must be both meaningful and unique. For system improvements or nonprofit causes, the equivalent question is, does the innovation offer a value that is so meaningful and unique that other stakeholders, be they departments, employees, partners, are willing to invest their time, energy, and money into it? As detailed in the Driving Eureka book and as validated by published academic research, you can quantitatively assess the meaningful uniqueness of your idea by asking potential users, customers, and stakeholders to rate your idea on purchase intent, that is meaningfulness, and new and different, that is uniqueness, then weighting them 60-40. Meaningful uniqueness creates a chain reaction of positives. Marketplace studies find that ideas that are more meaningfully unique increase sales from both new and established customers. In addition to higher rates of customer trial, ideas that are meaningfully unique versus competitors also generate higher awareness, word of mouth, and repeat purchase rates. Basically, with meaningful unique innovations, you win more, lose less, and make more money. The Driving Eureka book provides data-proven methods for helping you find, filter, and fast-track big ideas. The book starts with a discussion of why the new faster-paced marketplace means innovation is no longer optional. This is followed by a discussion of the innovation engineering pedigree as a new field of academic study and leadership science. The core of the book details practical, proven methods and tools that enable everyone and anyone to be able to create, communicate, and commercialize fresh ideas. To enable a system-driven innovation mindset, the next set of chapters deal with critical innovation subsystems that accelerate success. These are strategic alignment, rapid research, collaboration, and patent ROI. Each is defined in principles and practical tactics. The book ends with a discussion of how to ignite a culture of innovation by everyone, everywhere, every day.